What's up, party people? It's your boy Bear here, hanging out with Robot.
And we're back with more PS3 or PS1 stuff on the PS3 because
Yes,
that's fun.
and I'm remembering to do this now.
We like our pixels and we like our 4:3 ratio.
Yes. Um. Yes. This game.
Did you forget what
Potato.
we were playing?
Potato. No, I didn't forget. I did not forget. I was just caught up because I was excited.
Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry. But anyway,
Anyway, Potato couldn't join us today, but he requested that we play Ridge Racer. And what I decided is that since Robot and I have been playing a lot of PS1 classics today, that I'll pop out a Ridge Racer classic for the PS1, R4. So we're gonna go head to head in some R4. Just wow, look at these graphics. Like this was like it. This was amazing back in the day. Like,
it's still pretty gorgeous.
yeah,
It's looking way better on like the computer screen. Like
it'd probably look better if I had the smoothing on, honestly.
well, I mean that graininess in the cutscenes. It's like it looks better on there.
It actually looks better in the recording than it does on the actual screen.
Yeah. The song is fucking sick though. I should have played this game more. Like I wasn't super into racing games PS1 era, but I did love like the aesthetic. Like this game was way too stylish for its own good. It's probably like
No, this was a big hit. Like this was a big deal. Like Ridge Racer wasn't a small town racing game. It was big for its day. Where it lost it was Ridge Racer 6. It's where it just kind of and it's where they lost steam. And they really lost steam with 7. 7 really killed it.
It's because they got rid of her.
She was there. They got rid of her in 5.
Well, then there you go.
But she was back in 6.
Oh, that's what they tried to do, and they're like, no, it's too late.
No, because 5 did well enough too. But they couldn't evolve the brand in a meaningful way and still retain what people loved about it, because they had another Ridge Racer Unbounded, which was done by a Western developer, and bless their heart, they tried their best.
But Price is Right losing horn.
Yeah.
I mean, at least this series hasn't got as posed as fucking Front Mission.
Right. God, I don't remember the types anymore. I don't even remember which one was my favorite.
Was this before they named them after all their old games?
I don't know. I haven't played the old ones in so long, I don't remember now.
But that's all I remember from the new one was that, they were like, the Galaga, this and that. And...
Yeah. Yeah. Inade Esperanza. Soldat. Gosh. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you. R4 adheres to.
Did you Japanese buttons?
Yes,
bastards. Thanks, Namco.
I meant to say something and then I forgot because I knew it was gonna happen. All right, let's see.
In all fairness, it says it right there on the bottom. That's what I get for not paying attention.
Okay. I think this is the one that I picked. would either pick the same car or something faster. If you pick anything slower, you're
Yeah.
And that's not to say that I'm gonna be so fucking good that I can catch me.
But look, we know the truth. Course name, Helter Skelter.
Do we want it to be just us, or do we want computers?
Yeah, let's throw some computers. I appreciate that.
Yes, this is my favorite song of Ridge Racer. Like,
Pearl Blue Soul.
yes.
So what's what? Circle.
3, 2, 1.
This is accelerate. Where is break, I believe.
3 fast, go.
Oh shit, I didn't turn on analog, so fucking up.
I was glad that they put this on that PlayStation Mini, but I'm also sad the PlayStation Mini was such a god-awful piece of crap.
Right, that was sad. But it also made me mad because I'm like, if you could put R4, you can make R6 backwards compatible on the fucking Xbox from.
That's fair. Get on it, Namco.
It's not to say, Ridge Racer 6 probably was my favorite.
And that was...
That was the 360.
Four.
This is 4.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, before 6, this was my favorite. So now this is like.
I thought the PSP 2 one was your favorite.
I said the PSP 2 one is the god game.
Oh, okay. It's the best, but not your favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I forget that is a distinction.
They remade a bunch of levels from all of the various Ridge Racers, from like 1 through 4.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And included some tracks from the Ridge Racer PSP game that had its own new tracks, and then they had new tracks on top of that.
Tracks on tracks on tracks on tracks.
They had tracks on tracks on Ridge Racer Ridge Racer 2.
Hey, do you think
the
the
PSP.
bar would let us do that? Post a Ridge Racer on it, tracks on tracks.
Tracks on tracks.
Or do you think, like, if we told them that, they'd be like, you guys are fucking stupid, get out of my club.
Well, they had a game night. I went to one.
I just like when people tell me I'm stupid and tell me to get out of places.
Oh, okay. Then I will indulge your wish. And you probably would say it was stupid. Because it would be too deep. Like, someone would really have to be, like, would really have to know that about Ridge Racer 2 for the PSP.
Tracks on tracks on tracks at tracks on tracks on tracks at tracks.
Tracks on tracks at tracks.
Yes.
Tracks on track on track.
You know, I started off not so bad, but I'm failing miserably. But the colors in this fucking tunnel I'm in are so pretty, I don't care.
Right? I had some tequila.
Oh, that's the problem. I'm not drunk. See, I've been drunk the last 3 nights, which, you know, hasn't happened in a while.
Oh, I love this song too. Like, imagine playing this game. What? I was 12.
I knew no matter what number you said, I was gonna be slightly sad, but
I was 12.
this was 99 or 2000.
This was 90.
98, maybe even. Let me see.
Yeah, I think it might have been 98.
December 3rd, 98. Okay. Yeah, so.
Yeah, there was this record store back in Tucson that that had this game. They sold games there too.
God damn it, you idiot. Hit the X again, sorry. Record store again.
And they tried to trade in Final Fantasy VIII for this. And when I went back to the store, it was gone.
Those bastards, man. I'm sorry. I traded Final Fantasy VIII in at Game Crazy on Florida and Sheridan the first weekend it was open. I bought the Gamera Dreamcast VMU. And I still have the little toy. Somewhere. I should glue it on a hat, but I don't want to commit. Whatever, I did my Metroid run yesterday. I don't feel as bad doing it with those World and Nintendo toys though. Those are kind of cheap and readily available. That one based on Klonoa? Or
What?
the Phantom Isle? Fourth one, I think? So, yeah. Isn't that the...
Phantom Isle? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that was the name of the place in... Man,
I don't know. Alright. Let's see. We just did the Helter Skelter. That's a lot.
we didn't do Helter Skelter.
That was the track we just did?
I know, but I was making a Helter Skelter joke.
Oh, okay. Let's do Edge of the Earth. I'll let the song be random.
Random play. On tracks and tracks and tracks and tracks.
3, 2, 1, go!
Not my favorite song. But whatever. Oh, I didn't even turn on the computer this time. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not like we saw him the last time either.
Right.
They're real smart with the backgrounds in this game. It's like, I don't know if, like any of the ones that do the out of bounds kind of videos have done this, but you could just tell what's rendered and what's not. But I mean, that was kind of, that's how you made good games on the PS1.
Right? And, like, you had visual trickery to hide the loading, you know? I mean, the fact that this game, like, doesn't have as much warping in it, a fine texture warping, as I think it's called, Digital Foundry. I love their videos. Hey, guys. I know they'll never see this, but still, hey. But yeah, like, the way that they controlled texture warping on this, like, you could tell that they had really mastered PS1.
Well, I mean, you could tell by the way, like, playing this game with the smoothing off, the way that it's dithered.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of, you know, these kind of indie games coming out now that use that PS1 style and filter, they kind of overdo it with that. It's like, well, the games weren't dithered like that, but these late ones were. Like this, and I imagine playing Metal Gear Solid on a PS3 probably looks roughly similar to this as well.
Yeah.
I definitely missed PS1 era Namco. That was kind of their stride for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it,
and Dreamcast.
it was, I mean, those were the last times you could be arcadey. It's like, for everyone crying that there's no new F-Zero, it's the same problem they run into with Star Fox. Like, that there's only so much you can do with that style of game, and it's like, yeah, F-Zero GX, yeah, it had a ton of tracks and a ton of characters, and that's cool, but it's like, at the end of the day, people don't want to pay full price for a racing game. It's an arcade racer.
Yeah. I mean, and
They're
like,
wrong, but...
I mean, and that's where I think, like, big companies need to start allowing, if you will, indie developers.
Not everything has to be a AAA
Yeah.
version. Yeah.
Like, they, start allowing indie developers within their own companies again. Like, that's how a lot of these great projects started anyway. You know, back when games were cheaper to make, like, they could afford to play around a little more. But now that the indie market is here, they can afford to play again. Like,
Yeah. Nintendo's such control freaks, though. I think that probably would scare off more little studios. It's like, there's places like Platinum that need to be told what to do. That's why Microsoft fucked up with Scalebound. They didn't know how to control Platinum. That's why Nintendo fucking won with Bayonetta 2, because they're like, no, make this fucking game, goddammit. And that's how they got, you know, Silicon Knights to fucking get Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes and Eternal Darkness out, when no one else could make that studio do shit because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. It's like, Nintendo's that tough but fair parent. They're like, get this motherfucking game out or we're gonna kill you all. They probably said, I don't know. I'm sure they threatened people. I hope they threatened people.
I'm sure they did. Alright. Let's stick with the car. Figure we'll do one more track.
I'm gonna go with something a little more grippy, because these drifty cars are a little too slow. God damn it!
I knew you were gonna do it!
My-
I knew I was gonna say something! I was like, remember!
Ugh.
I knew it! I sensed it! But I was like, no.
Surely
He's got
not
it this
stupid.
time! Oh, I was like, he's got it this time. I don't need to say something, but I was going to.
Just remember, when in doubt,
Just say it.
I will undoubtedly ruin something.
Oh my goodness.
Which one did I do? This one?
Yeah. Circle. No comments. The edge of Earth lamps. Kind of blue sounds
Yeah, no, it's fun. Just that one kind of harsh turn at the end there.
Oh, Specs is a good one.
3, 2, 1, go! Here we go! 3 laps to go.
Like, if we have any reoccurring viewers of our stuff of any kind, you guys know that I have always talked about the soundtrack of games. Listen to this one.
right about the textures in this one.
Like it's like there's some like warping here and there, but like it is really controlled. Like they are very clean. And especially like you can get the original Ridge Racer, or you can see where they started, like what they were able to do with the PS1 then, and that was top-notch graphics then. Like just look at what they're doing with this game.
Yeah, no, within a generation to go from like, hey, this is arcade quality. This is what we had out in the arcade, and this is pretty much an exact port with some kind of worse loading times, but deal with it. But yeah, to go from that to this, it's like, holy shit.
I mean, I wonder what video games would have been like if the Japanese market hadn't fumbled so hard in the HD era. Like, they really fumbled really bad with Switch to the 360 and the PS3. Because that was the rise of middleware.
Yeah, and they did, like, I get it. Like, Japanese people were like, no, we make our own engines, we make our games, fuck you, middleware. But now that they're all getting the hold of it, they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make the artistry with your game any less because you use middleware. It just saves you a lot of time and money. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it's a tree. No one cares that your tree looks unique to the tree that was used in Final Fantasy 15. That looked different than the tree that showed up in The Witcher. Which they are totally different trees, mind you. Because I don't think The Witcher used the same tree system 15 did. I think 15 used seed tree or tree seed or something like that. But still, at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. No one cares. But yeah,
somebody cares.
I mean, somebody cares.
But that person's cares.
I mean, did you buy the game for the story or whatever the heck you bought it for? Or did you buy it for a tree texture?
I kind of want to meet the dude that bought it for tree textures.
Yeah.
Like hardcore Arthur dude.
Right? He's like, I bought Gran Turismo Sport over Forza 7 because of the trees. I mean, I do have to admit, Gran Turismo Sport's HDR implementation is better than Forza 7's, but Forza 7 actually runs in 4K.
Yeah.
So, there's that. And I just think Forza was a lot more fun. And Polyphony Digital did a really good job with Motorsport.
Yeah.
Alright, party people, thanks for joining us for this.
More R4.
More R4,
Or the first
fulfilling Potato's request. Like I said, he couldn't be here with us, but requested that we get some Ridge Racer in his honor. And we're glad you could be a part of it. Honor Tato. Alright. Bye.